Good morning all, and welcome back to another video. And I look so tired. Jeez. It's Friday, day off work, which means working hard on filming, on the brand, on training, on everything. But it's going to be a good day. The plan this morning is to eat, edit the new podcast live on the Limit X YouTube channel, and then get on the bike. But to start the day, it's the same breakfast I have had. There we go. For the last, that lighting's awful. For the last kind of 2 years, 3 years, maybe even more. But it's so good, and it fills me up. So it works for me. So I keep it the same. It's 200 grams of Greek yogurt, 80 grams of oats with some frozen fruit, and I'm going to put some cinnamon on top to jazz it up. So we're going to eat this quickly, stretch out, and then get to work on the brand for an hour whilst the food goes down, jump on the bike for an hour and a half zone 2 session, and then we'll see what today brings. But I've got a feeling it's going to be a good one. So something I just wanted to add, and excuse how I look because I've literally just woke up. The camera keeps losing foot, there we go. Is the power of consistency when it comes to food, weight loss, fueling for performance. Is I've probably had the same thing for the same 3 meals. So breakfast, kind of a meal around 11 o'clock, and then a meal around 3 o'clock before dinner in the evening. Now dinner in the evening always changes, but the 3 meals throughout the day are very similar, or near enough exactly the same. So it's the breakfast, like I said before. Then I have 4 eggs on sourdough toast with some sauce. And then the third one can vary a little bit. It'll either be salad, something fairly, if I'm training in the afternoon as well, something fairly high in carbs. If not, it'll just be something fairly high in protein. So I usually go for maybe jack potato with tuna, or a salad maybe, or leftovers from the night before. But it does kind of stay the same. And then dinner in the evening, that's what changes day by day, but we kind of have the same 5 meals. And that works for me because I know exactly how much carbs, proteins, calories are in each, and I haven't really got a track. I only kind of track on big training days, so I know I'm fueling the right amount. But when I'm just kind of on rest days and smaller training days, then because I have the same meals most days, I know what calories I'm hitting. So if you are struggling with you want to lose some weight, or you're burning out because you're not eating enough, then I would highly recommend you stay in to the same meals for a sustained period of time, because they'll just help you out. But right now, I'm going to eat this and then begin the day. Oh, so we're here again. This is the elite setup that I train on. But we have an easy ride as I'm on deload week. So actually we'll turn that the other way to get the Ironman logo in. I'm on deload week. So easy zone 2, about an hour and a half. Main aim is really just to shake the legs out. Ready for the training block again next week. So about an hour and a half, keep the cadence quite high, flush the legs out. It's Friday, so then tomorrow and Saturday I'll do a bit of a longer ride, and then I have a duathlon on Sunday. So it's the benefits about being off work as well, is I don't have to rush my training in the morning. It's about 9:30, I think, 10, and yeah, no rush at all. So I'm going to jump on. In terms of nutrition, hour 20, hour and a half, so there's no real need for anything, but just water. I think these are 750 ml. 750 ml of water in 2 bottles. When I get off, I'll then have a precision hydration 1500 and refuel up. But for now, let's crack on with this session. So one thing I've learned through kind of this block of training is the power of consistency, and consistency is an overused term, I think, in sport these days, but I've been consistent on the bike these last couple of weeks due to a running injury, and because I've had no distractions other than biking, swimming, the progression on the bike has been insane. My FTP has increased by 20 watts over the last 8 to 12 weeks, and it's just, people start doing, like, people say they want to get better on the bike, and that's fine, and you can, but not many people train with a plan and train with a consistent plan, and I think that's something that if you're looking to progress, you kind of need, because I've seen the rewards these last couple of weeks and it's been insane. So I'm going to finish off this session and I'm about halfway through, so finish this session off and then get some lunch. And that's another session done. Now, the session was 7-minute warm-up, ramping up to about 200 watts, which is about mid zone 2, and then 210 watts, I think, for 10 minutes, 2 minutes zone 1, and then I done that again, and then we went into some short zone 3 stuff, but I was still in zone 2 heart rate, so technically zone 2, again, nice and easy. Zone 3 power, but I didn't sustain it long enough to be in zone 3. So then it was low zone 3 power, so 227 watts for 8 minutes, 1 minute rest, done that 3 times, and then 2 more of the zone 2 powers, and then a 7-minute ramp down. Nice, easy session, hour and a half. I should have probably took on nutrition, I didn't realise it was quite that long, but I'm going to eat, shower, eat, and yeah, do the brand, market the brand. Let's go. Yes, food time. So, actually, I also had this. So, post-bike nutrition is 200 grams of low-fat mince, low-fat beef mince, and then I had one of the Precision Hydration 1500s to rehydrate. I probably didn't need that many electrolytes, as much sodium, because I didn't sweat an awful lot, but definitely need this refill. And yeah, I'm going to eat this, but the importance of eating after a workout cannot be undersold. Is that the right word? I don't know, but make sure you eat after you work out, otherwise you're just going to feel like absolute crap. I tend to go for within about half hour of finishing, but go with what suits you. I would say maybe, again, I'm not a nutritionist, but anything over an hour, you're probably going to feel a bit tired if you have a net. So, yes. Hot. Meal number 3, I think. 3, 4. I think it's 4. Yes. So I have just finished filming the Limit X podcast. Excuse the hair, I've just had a hat on. The Limit X podcast, which went really well. We talked about being consistently good rather than occasionally great, and a really in-depth talk on my current training structure there. It was a very, very good podcast. But this is the next meal: eggs, barbecue sauce, mustard, and sourdough. Excuse me, but Jason's sourdough hits the spot. So I got caught up in that podcast, which took a while because I had to refilm it because the camera was out of focus. So, bit of a nightmare. But yeah, go listen to that if you want something to listen to on your bike ride or on your run. It's on the Limit X YouTube channel, which I'll link somewhere. But yeah, I'm not going to film too much more of today because I've got a couple of calls and I won't really be doing an awful lot. So I hope you've enjoyed. It's kind of been a morning / afternoon of what I do when I'm not in my 9 to 5. Yeah, and I'll see you at the next one. Perhaps in the next video we'll do a full day of eating and I'll try and eat something a little bit different. Maybe go out for food or something like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video and I will see you all in the next one.